morning. Well, I've had my coffee and I've already got my hair washed, done a little styling right now because I have to do that when I wash it the day before I'm planning on going somewhere. But I wanted to come on here this morning and talk to you girls and some men if they're watching that have kept up with us. But before Eddie died, and in fact, actually, all through our married life, I've told him, you know, Eddie, my family tend to go to fat. That's just the way we do, our skin and our neck. And I happen to inherit from a precious aunt that I love so much, a bunch of gobbly fat. And so we have planned for me to have this facelift with, as you can tell, I've got a little of my own fat transfer right here. My neck got done. And it wasn't that I was trying to be underhanded or anything like that. It was the pure fact that, as you can tell, I'm still bruised right here too. That is fading a lot because it was dark black whenever in fact, all of this was. But I wasn't trying to do anything underhanded. It was just a personal decision of my own that I wanted to make. I wanted to get well or almost well before I came on here and I talked to y'all about it, because I know you were going to know some changes that went on. And y'all know me, I'm prissy. And I had the means to do it. I feel like since I've had it, I should have done it when I was 65 instead of 71. But, and I'm not doing it to hunt a man. I'm doing it because of Deb. Deb wanted it. And I've always planned on this, and it just happened to be the time. Now, saying that, I'm still me. I'm still the country bumpkin. And I can tell you through all of this, I've had excellent care from Donna and JJ and Delana. They all took their time out even to come stay with me, take care of me. I'm on my own now and have been for a couple of weeks. And this is not for the faint of heart. But so I hope you'll all understand that when I said, thank you for your prayers, I meant every word of that, because this was a very serious surgery. The doctor said I had a very fat face, which I knew that. I have what you call a massive face, and we tend to have a little fluffiness all over us anyway. And I'm still very swollen. All through here, I'm still very swollen. I'm numb. But that's all gonna go away, and I'm gonna get all right. So in the meantime, I still ask for your prayers because I am healing, feel wonderful, ready to get out and just do all kind of things. Finally got to go this week to visit Mother, and she was pleased with everything. You know, I didn't let her see me to start with. Maybe Donna will want to post something of the earlier pictures. I don't know what she'll do, but I can tell you I had excellent doctors, nurses, and then I had my own team when I came home. Now, this is without makeup. I do look a little better with makeup on, even with the swollen face. But I do appreciate all your prayers. And we're going to have coffee. We're going to have our talks in these cabinets and just talk everything over. And in the meantime, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy, family. I intend to enjoy every second of it. So I love y'all so much. So very much.
Good morning. I am hungover. What, you say? Yes, I am hungover. I have a Benadryl hangover. We went to a Christmas party last night for James's work and had a great time. It was really nice getting to meet some of the guys he works with. We got to get dressed up. I'll insert a picture. But while we were there, well, for a couple days I've been getting random earaches in my ears, and it's not like both of them at the same time. It's this one time, this one. Anyway, we were sitting there last night and I got, you know, a random earache. It didn't last very long. It went away. Then on the way home, and my head was so clogged and just sinus. So I came home and took some Benadryl. I haven't taken Benadryl in forever and a day. And it was late when we got home, like after 11 o'clock. What? Donna's out past 11? Anyway, so yeah, I have a Benadryl hangover this morning, but I don't have an earache and all that pressure's gone, so that's good. That's a plus. But I gotta go to the pharmacy and pick up my prescriptions, and then I'm gonna run to the Dollar General and pick up a couple things of lights, because Walmart didn't have the size strands that I needed the other day, and I think the Dollar General does, and I don't want to go all the way to Walmart. So I'm gonna go and see if they have what I need, and then I'm hoping I can get on the back porch. It's not raining right now, so I want to get my back porch decorated so bad. So hopefully I can get out there and get everything. I'm not going to do a lot, but it's just going to be pretty and glowy at night, you know. And I want to do it. I'm in the mood. So I'm going to get some lights, and hopefully I can get out there and get it decorated today. Sorry, this is how you're going to have to see me. I just do not feel like putting makeup on today. And if I'm going to be outside doing all that, it'll be okay, right? This is my daddy's sweatshirt when he used to work out at for a different company. And so I put it on. I also wanted to share something with y'all that happened to me last night on our way home. So I'm driving home last night from James's party because he had a few drinks. So I was driving home, and he and I have joked so much about our left and right, because sometimes, you know, we'll say take that left and I'll be headed right, and he's like the other left, and we have joked about that for so long. Like, I have picked on him about, I'm gonna go left and I'll go right, you know, this and that. So for several years that's been a joke between us. Well, last night he was telling me how to get out of where we were at, and you know, he was telling me, take the next right, take the next left, yada, yada, yada. And the Lord dropped into my spirit, because I was really having to think which was left and right, because we've joked about it so long. And the Lord dropped it into my spirit. This is why it is so important what you say about yourself. Because if you say negative things about yourself for a long time, eventually, that's all you're going to think. That's all you're going to know is the negative you've said. But it also works if you say positive things about yourself. Like, we have joked so long about the left and the right that I literally have to stop and think which is left and which is right, because we've joked about it so much. And it just lets me know our words are so important. I knew that. But I don't know, whenever he dropped that into my spirit last night on the way home, I was just like, ooh, that's good. So I'm going to do my dead level best to only speak positive things over myself, my family, my life, people I know, situations, because it truly matters. Because the more you think something and the more you say something, before you even realize it, that's what you're believing. So do with that information what you will. It might not mean anything to y'all. It might have been just for me, but I thought it was just too good to keep to myself, and I wanted to share it. So there you go. It was just like an epiphany moment for me. So be kind to yourself. There's only one you. Nobody else is like you. And God made you exactly how you are. You are wonderfully, fearfully created, and just embrace that, and do not let the devil try to convince you otherwise. So I love y'all, and I really hope that encourages you. It encouraged me, and so I am really going to start practicing being more mindful of what I speak over everything in my life. So There you go. That's my little word of encouragement today. Y'all. So I'm in the Dollar General in the checkout line. And in walks James Jackson's twin. I mean, his twin. I had to do a double take thinking, what is this man doing following me? I thought it was James, y'all. And then he come around because he wanted something from the aisle where I was standing checking out. So he walked around and walked past me and was standing up there. He was looking for something. And I got a good look at him from the side and everything. I'm like, my God, that is James Jackson's twin. It's so weird. Oh, Lord. That was weird. They say everybody's got a twin. That's what they say. And I just saw his. Alright, here I am surrounded by all this Christmas stuff. I have one more tree to go out here, but James has got to help me build a base so it'll stand up. And he's still got to do me some screws up here. But I figured I would go ahead and do what I know I'm gonna do and what can be done. And everything I'm using on this back porch, with the exception of the lights, is thrifted. Everything is thrifted. And I pulled out these pillows. I don't have any more Christmas pillows, but I pulled out these, and I figured they would work with kind of the rustic Christmas look by the time we have the red and then this green. So I'm going to see how it looks. I'm definitely always looking at the thrift stores for more outdoor pillows, but yeah, everything is thrifted. I do have a rug coming in a couple days that will replace the brown and white buffalo check rug. I've got a red and white one coming, and so that I'll show y'all that before this video goes up. It should be in. But yeah, so let me kind of do what I know I'm gonna do and just kind of go from there. I know I'm gonna put these pillows on this bench. I also have another thrifted tablecloth that I use as a throw, and I think it's really gonna tie in. I think it's gonna look good with this and this. So yeah, we're gonna do this. I've got some cords that I found while I was decorating, which, can we ever have too many cords? So that's good. And I've got to work on this garland. I'm going to be connecting 2 garlands to the door, so I need to work on that. And then I know what I'm going to put on my table over here. I'm going to keep my lantern there, but I'm going to put a wreath around it with some lights. I think that'll be pretty. That'll be something different I've never done before out here. I've done the wreath around it, but never the one with the lights. So I guess I can do that, the pillows, and set up this tree. And then I'll work on this garland. So let me get this area and this bench set up and done, and we'll go from there. So this is the bench, which I'll give you a better view when I don't have all this stuff on it. But now we're gonna work on this. So I need to dig out my wreath that I'm gonna use. I was thinking about using this one. I thrifted it last year. I paid $3.99 for it. And I was thinking about, I may have to do away with that. And then I have some lights I was going to put in it. I have this strand of lights. I think it'll be enough. All right, y'all, I am flying by the seat of my pants on this back porch decor, and I end up changing this wreath out. I end up changing lights. So just bear with me, but you will see the difference and the changes I've made. I did put this Christmas tree over here. I did have this in mind that I wanted to do, and I really like it over here. I had to tweak the lights a little bit, but this tree, I've had it for so many years. It was actually a pre-lit tree, and all the lights quit working, so I took the time and cut all the lights off. And I've had this tree on the front porch, in my bedroom, and now it's on the back porch. So this is a very versatile little tree. I love it. And as long as it still looks good, I'm going to use it, and who knows where it'll end up next. All right, so we have this tree over here. I've got a tree that's going to go in this toolbox, but that's the one James has got to help me with. So I guess let me go ahead and put my wreath on the door, since I know that's what I'm going to do. I have this thrifted wreath. I thrifted it, and I need to go get some lights to put on it, because I'm gonna have to use some battery operated lights on this one, but it's gonna go on the back door. So let me go get some lights for this one, get it strung up, and then we'll get it on the door. Here's this wreath. I end up changing it, and I just left these clips in just to kind of give you some ideas in case you had some areas similar, but I end up changing all of this, and you'll see all of that at the end of it, and you'll see why I ended up changing it. But I did leave these clips in just to kind of possibly give you some ideas if you needed them. That's so cute. And then it's got lights on it. We'll put batteries in it, and it'll light up, and I think that'll be adorable. I've never put a little tree in this spot before. All right, now the fun part. So I've got to take the lights off of this garland, because I think, well, first let me see, it might be long enough to go over the door, and then I just attach that to it. It's pretty long. Let me check. I might not have to cut it. I might can hang this one and then just use the branches to wire that one onto the top. I think that's gonna work. I think that's going to be perfect. I don't have to cut it. It's going to be plenty long enough. Now let me just plug it in and make sure these lights work. Yep, the lights work. And I'll add more to it. So that's perfect. You gotta love when a plan comes together even better than what you expected. So I shopped my attic and found this little tree, and I decided to put it in this watering can. I really didn't have anywhere to put my watering can. I love my old watering cans, so anytime I can use them and decorate with them, I do it. But I just put this little tree in here. Y'all gonna see that I put some lights on it, and I end up using lights on it, but I changed these lights because it was just entirely too many for this little tiny tree. But again, you're going to see all the changes that I've made because I would try something and then I would have an idea and I would change it out. And isn't that the way it goes with decorating? That's just part of it, right? But I do love having a little Christmas tree in my watering cans, and it's a way to use them too. And then James put me some screws in so I could hang my garland up over my door, and I was so excited. So here I am. I thought I was going to be able to attach this garland using the branches of the other garland, but it was a bit too heavy, so I ended up using zip ties. James did go get me some zip ties, and there's my ray of sunshine helping me. He's kind of holding it up so I can see if I have it centered correctly. And then he went and got me some zip ties so I can use those. And I really love the way this turned out. I was so excited to be able to put a garland over this door. This is going to be something I'm going to enjoy year after year. And I just, of course, you got to fluff, 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 fluff. And then I do end up adding lights, but I did not show that for whatever reason. I guess I forgot to hit record. I'm not sure what happened. But after I fluffed everything, I did end up adding more lights, and I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. Now here's a rug I ordered from Amazon. I actually thought it was larger than this, but it's okay. It worked out. And then this is a rug I had thrifted last year. And so I just decided to layer them up like this, and I love the way it looks. And so this is how the porch looks during the day. I have my pillows, my throws. You'll see that I swapped out the wreaths. I found another old tablecloth, and I ended up zip tying that little tree to the rocking chair so it wouldn't fly off. And here is the garland, and then I ended up putting the larger wreath on the back door. And I really love the way that looks so much better. And it does have battery operated lights on it, so it is so beautiful at night, which you're fixing to get to see.